You know your value, but nobody seems to care. You apply to jobs online and nothing happens. One job application turns into 100 and still nothing happens. Then the depression starts to creep in. You are twice as likely to be depressed when unemployed. Your self-worth begins to decline. Do you even have value? Are you a garbage employee? That can't be right. What's more likely is that people are not willing to give you a chance. They're not willing to give you an opportunity because of communication. That's the secret. You need to improve your communication. This is because the main two things that matter the most when you're looking for a job are the words that come out of your mouth and the words that are printed on the paper of your resume. And the words that come out of your mouth are used during networking and during the interview. This includes things like making inappropriate jokes. Maybe you're long-winded. It takes you forever to get the point out, and people are being put to sleep by you going on and on and on. Maybe you're showing that your personality isn't really compatible with theirs, or the office, or the teams. The other area of communication is on your resume. It's written in a generic fashion. It looks like all the other thousands of resumes out there. Somebody looks at it, their eyes glaze over. You're putting them to sleep with that. When most people look at a resume, human resource specialists, when they're looking at your resume, they're not looking for reasons to hire you, not right off the bat. They're looking for reasons to disqualify you because there's so many resumes that come in on a daily basis. They're trying to narrow the field. They're looking for errors, for typos, a reason to say this person's not professional. This reflects that they don't have attention to detail. And you think Microsoft Word or computer programs, they're going to catch all your spelling errors. They're going to catch all your grammatical errors. They're not going to. You can use the wrong version of a word like there, and there, or a part and a part. You can use the wrong version of a word and come off unprofessional. Come off as somebody who just whipped something together at the last minute. It's not going to work on your behalf. Another thing is your resume is focused on responsibilities. You are responsible for X, Y, and Z. All the stuff in the world. You're responsible for millions of dollars. But who cares about that if you're not showing your achievements? What were you able to achieve in your role? Did you achieve anything? Obviously you did, but it's on you to get the shovel and start digging to find those gems, to find out your best achievements and putting it at the top of the first page. That's on you. That's not on human resources to find that. And then you have the resumes that are written in the first person, that as you're looking through it, you feel you're reading a novel, like an adventure novel, and this person's going on a quest and doing so much stuff. It doesn't quantify the achievements, but it's written in the first person. They're putting slang in there. And if you're applying for certain jobs, maybe they wouldn't care. I know if you're applying for a federal government job, that's not going to cut it. First person language and using slang is going to come off a little bit unprofessional. And then you have the red flags like job hopping. You're hopping around every 2 or 3 months. In the last 3 years, you have 25 jobs and you're putting them all on your resume. There's a better way to do that. And for work gaps, you need to lean into volunteering. Get some volunteer experience, plug those gaps up a little bit, tighten it up just a little bit. So the problem is communication. Now the question is, how can you improve upon your communication when it comes to interviewing, when it comes to networking? And what I would tell you is to go ahead and think back all the times you were sitting down and training was given to you. This could be in a classroom setting. This could be at work. Someone is presenting something. When someone presents something, 9 times out of 10, you can identify errors and flaws in the presenter. So some people will bore you to death. They will not be clear and concise. They'll just keep saying multiple sentences until the point finally comes out 5 to 10 minutes later. I would sit down throughout these training sessions and I would make notes. How can you deliver the message better? How can you make sure you are going to be more clear and concise if you had to do the same thing? So make notes when you are sitting in front of presenters and think of ways that you can improve. Okay, so how can we improve the writing of our resume? One of the best ways is to have a strong example of a good resume. That way you can see the style, the format, what makes the achievement strong. How are they wording it? How are they getting the edge when they're describing their actual achievements. And what's better than just looking at it is to start writing out achievements on your own. What can help you is there are some AI tools like ChatGPT can help you, but I wouldn't just give the responsibility to ChatGPT. Use it as an assistant. Get yourself a strong resume, take your old resume, and then start writing better achievements, start writing better responsibilities, and improve upon that resume. If you want an example on a federal government resume, then check out the link in the description below. I have examples of federal resumes for different job series, 0300, 2210, 0500. You can use that to help you out. All right, but let's say you're already a master communicator. You can articulate yourself in front of anyone. You can write an amazing resume, but you're still not getting the job. What's going on here? Well, sometimes we feel like we're doing everything perfect and perfection should be enough, but perfection isn't always enough. And you feel lied to because there's times where people said, hey, just go to school, go to this school, take this degree plan, everything's going to work out for you. But it didn't happen. Or you thought this person was going to speak on your behalf. They knew somebody, you knew somebody on the inside, and they were going to pull you into this agency or they pull you into this company. That never happened either. I was talking to a guy who applied over 200 times and he had 15 job offers. Now, the first job offer didn't come until his 12th application, which means he could have applied 10 times and thought to himself, this isn't working, I'm not going to continue, this isn't for me. And if he would have done that, then he would have never had the 15 job offers. But he decided a different path. I'm going to do it regardless. Regardless of the immediate outcome, I'm going to be committed to the plan and the process. I'm going to keep putting in repetitions, and eventually I know that I will get what I am aiming at. And that is the winning mentality. That is a mentality that I struggle to beat into people each and every day. Not everybody wants to adopt it. Not everybody likes it, but it is something that works. It is incredibly hard to detach yourself emotionally from the action that you're currently doing. But just like pretty much everything in life that's worth doing, there's a long journey and pursuit to it. When you go to the gym, you don't go to the gym on Saturday and then Sunday expect to be 15 pounds lighter or to be shredded or to be able to run so much faster. You don't have that expectation. Same thing if you're starting a business. On day one of your business, it's not valued at $5 million. It takes multiple years of doing the same thing over and over. If you're confident in the action that you're taking, you should have no problem committing to it and repeating it on a daily basis. Consistency is never about speed. It is always about the journey. So those are the two things I am going to leave you with. Number one, improve your communication. Number two, develop consistency. Remember, it's not about a fancy degree on the wall or accumulating all of these master's degrees. It's not about that. It's not about knowing somebody on the inside. If you can communicate effectively and never give up, the world will open up for you. If you are interested in a federal government job and you want to know the exact steps in order to get your government job offer, if you're interested in that, I want you to watch this video next. If you would like to see more videos like this, please click like and the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.